you to see, but because of the internet, I don't know what is going on, but we must continue. They have hold the messenger, but the message is still on, and that message is what I'm here to preach. The reason why the messenger handed himself to the oppressor will be known in due time, because there have been pressure so much. He knows his own reason. Many people, I will come to that later, but now I don't want to skip the method that I normally use to start my program. I use a methodology by which I recognize the man that made it possible for us to be knowing the environment we are living in, to be conscious of our environment. And that message is the message you are going to hear now. Like I said, you can hold the messenger, but the message has been out there and never to return back. And now let's go to our leader, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me go to his broadcast so that I can be able to kickstart. Today may be brief. I don't supposed to be online today, but they said necessity is the mother of invention, and that is why I am here to still tell you people that we are not despair. Nothing like losing hope, nothing like to be deterred. You must be resolute. When you are hearing resolute, I don't think many of you understand what is resoluteness. When you hear what is consistency and when you hear what is bravery, I don't know, maybe many of you, I think that freedom is just a tea or a football match between one team and the other, where somebody is officiating. In a football match, you have a referee, but in a freedom fighting, there's no referee. Anything can happen at any time. And the man in question that have started this journey, he knew that is sometimes it's gonna be tough, and that toughness is what determines who is a freedom fighter. Let's go to one of his message, so that when they are hearing it, they will know that holding him, it is not the way to stop the message from being disseminating. I am telling you, the man has done his job. Like I've been saying in the past, for me, he has waking us up for us to continue. But there's something missing. Something is missing, and many of you know that is missing. And this is not a one-man job. He cannot do it alone. I've been saying it in the past. But let's pay attention to one of his broadcasts, so that those that are holding him, those that are jubilating that he has been held, you are mistaken. You are mistaken. I tell you, if you are very smart, you would have known what has been going on. But not everything that will be led in the open. But let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
To be a black person is a curse. Honestly speaking, it's unbelievable. The stupidity is amazing. Honestly, they are doubling the importation. Who are the people suffering? Biafran importers. Where is the money going? And after paying double, you come on the road and you see customs at every 20 miles. The same goods you picked up from the seaport, they're asking you on the road to bring your papers. But this particular product came, the container came from the seaport. Did I get it from my head? No, they don't want to know. What does that tell you about the zoo? Where you can actually see, when you're looking at a black man in the zoo, be it customs officer, police officer, army officer, you will appreciate how evil and wicked black people are. When you encounter them, you know that an average black person can be so wicked and evil, and that is why Africa is very poor and in darkness. The wickedness is astonishing of a black person on the road. You are saying to him, Oga, but I got these goods from your seaport. These are the, you tell me, I don't want to know, pack very well, clear very well. On the road. And people have the temerity to blame Europeans for Africa's problem. No, Africans are the mess they are in today because of their stupidity. When they brought you idol worship, you accepted it. When you try to correct them that what you're worshiping is idol, they say, oh, no. Yeah. Oh, my goodness me. You believe the warrior disease. And you ask them, please, when they asked Yeshua to teach them how to pray, what did he say? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. Are you listening? If you want to continue, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. For yours is the kingdom. What did he say in Jesus' name, I pray? These are people that want to get us to Biafra, people who cannot reason and use mix their senses. Rabbi, teach us how to pray. A simple question. We don't know how to pray. Please teach us. He said the prayer, and never said in Jesus' name. Where did you get your own from? From idol worshippers. Dangote plans to build undersea gas pipeline from Bonny to Lake is the truth. Think about it, what I've just said. You see, the truth. Yeshua was asked, please teach us how to pray. And he prayed. So where did you get your own in Jesus' name from? Or you don't read the Bible? Then they tell you, oh, go to John 18. That is not my question. My question is, when Yeshua prayed, did he say in Jesus' name? The answer is no. Then where did you get your own from? Oh, if you go to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter, is that I want to ask everybody? Did they ask you to pray? They asked the Son of the Most High, teach us how to pray. They didn't ask you. You went and added your own. Or what did they ask you? That's why you fail exams, and that is why you study electrical engineering in Biafra land and there is no light. My goodness me. They ask you something, you're answering something else. I remember a comedian who was making mockery of men, and rightfully so. I don't know his name. He was saying that how Eve deceived Adam, and that man is Mumu. And people were laughing, and the was saying was correct. Adam asked Adam, where are you? He said he's naked. What has, as the comedian said, what has geography got to do with a simple question of you know, it was a geographical question. Where are you? Your location. You said I'm naked. Is that the answer to the question? Adam, where are you? Father, I am naked. Is that the question? Or is that the answer to the question? And I was thinking, this reminds me of black men. They never asked them to pray. They asked the Son of Man to pray. Yeshua, teach us how to pray. The question was direct. Teach us how, or Master, how do we pray? He knelt down and prayed, taught you how to pray, added your own. Then now makes argument as if you were asked. I don't know where I was. Is it Garden of Gethsemane? I don't know where he prayed. You said to them, I have been through the scriptures. Show me where Yeshua praised himself. Even on the cross, he said, Father, it is finished. But because white people cannot worship spirit, they must worship something they can see. That is why today you're worshiping idol. And that is why your life is upside down. You don't know it. We are here to save you. African richest man and Awasa, the president of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, has dropped a hint about plans to build an undersea gas pipeline from Bonny to Lekki. They said, we own all the oil in Bayelsa. People thought they were joking. Is there any Bayelsa man now in this consortium? The answer is no. Any Biafran? The answer is no. Do you see how foolish we are? Our man will come take your oil, become a billionaire, and then is building underground sea pipeline to Lagos. Yeah, my goodness me. My goodness me. His name is Alhaji Aliko Dangote. The wife, the 10th wife, is richer than every Igbo man put together. Dangote's 10th wife is richer than every Igbo man put together. And people say they are rich. Why don't you have money?
Okay, this is the segment. This is the all I have to bring for today. The voice of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, the man that made many youths in Nigeria to start reasoning, the man that waking many people up, and this man on his own have passed a message, and the message is what I'm going to show you people today, because many of you don't follow up, but it's not your fault, because sometimes it's good for someone to keep people in suspense. This man has been in Africa, for many of you may not know, and I know Nigeria is now jubilating. We have went and extradited him. We went there we work together with Interpol. The Interpol have to work with the security agency, and we brought him back. Check his Twitter. He has been tweeting, and I know many of you will be so much disappointed. You don't need to be disappointed. I don't know whether you know the meaning of freedom. Freedom is not easy to be free. It's not easy to be free. And I know many people that have been calling me for like 2 weeks ago. Is it 1 week ago? Our leader said he's coming back home. Where is he now? He's not at home. Some people have started talking. You know, many people have been lost hope. Some say they cannot eat today. Some said they have lost hope. Some said, oh, I don't believe it. I cannot hold myself. No, this is not how it works. It is not how it works. And that is why I told you people, there's a difference between supporter of freedom fighters and you as a freedom fighter. Anything can happen. Anything can happen at any time. Whatever happens does not make you to lose that ideology that is in you. And that is why it's not good for someone to force you to join into anything in life. It's a struggle that you decided to start it on your own. Even if you are the last man standing, you continue preaching that message till you yourself will be lowered in the grave. That is the meaning of being a freedom fighter. And I want you to be, many of you may not understand, but I know some are feeling concerned. It's just a sign of concern that many of you are so much concerned about the struggle. But I know, you know, in the struggle, we have OS member and we have people that have it at heart that this world is less than a breath, that anything can happen. And the young man, that is why he has been preaching. That is why he has been preaching every day by day to make sure that the message sink inside your brain. And as he have handed himself over to the Nigerian government, and Nigerian government will not tell the citizen that look at how it happened, but they want to take the glory. You know why they want to take the glory? So that they want to convince many of you that their security system is working. They want to tell you, oh, the new chief of staffs, army staffs, and the chief of security staffs are at work. I tell you, it is not it. Many people that know what is going on will know what is going on. Not everything that will be relayed on air, but the only thing, the only task, the only message he expects from many of you, the only thing that he expects from many of you is to be resolute. Many of you to be consistency. Many of you to keep on standing where you are standing. Whether they put a knife on your throat or gun on your throat, you are where you are. Many of us have disowned our friends' families. Many of us have disowned them. Many of us don't know what it means to be in a family. Many of us decided not even to have children because of to be on the war front, because you don't want to leave people behind that will be suffering when you are no more. I may go today or tomorrow. Anything can happen at any time. But what I just want to tell you is that remain strong. Remain strong. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Many of you that may losing hope, especially there are those that are the religion. You know, when I will be telling people about religion, many of you don't understand it. One leg is in religion, one leg is in struggle. No, when you understand what you are into, I tell you, nothing will shake you. Nothing will shake you. Nothing will wither you. Nothing will make you to feel empty inside you. It's not possible. And that is why I tell you, this struggle, if you can go back, I don't know, maybe I'm exception, I don't know. I have taken my time to listen to this broadcast of this young man since 2012 to now. I have all of them. Every day I am working, I'm always with earphone. I have listened to his broadcast. I tell you, anytime he's speaking, that is why I'm not eager again to listen to him, because I have the message is within me. Every day I'm at work, the earphone is with me. I can tell you anything he say. If you want to try me, ask me on which day. Just write one quotation and ask me which broadcast is that. I will tell you the date and the time he said it. The message has permeated into our souls that whether you like, hold a messenger, the message is on. And he handed himself over to the Nigerian security agency after spending days in African soil, which many of you that are observant will understand. British or whatever is not working with anybody. You see how they are lying to many of you. They are lying to you that yes, we have extradited him. We have just to hold him and make him to be extradited. We are working together with British security Interpol. The young man knows his reason, but I cannot come out here and tell you that I know the reason. I don't know the reason, but what I know is that he handed himself over. I have been calculating. I have been doing my calculation to know that most of the broadcasts he's preaching is not on ground. Most of the broadcasts many of you are listening is not on ground. Most of the broadcast he has been relaying is not in London. That is why you see this internet, you see this social media, you see this internet world. It is very, very, that is why it's not good to threaten someone. It's not good to begin to fight somebody that you don't know. This internet is a very tiny world that they can be able to know where you are at any time. But this young man has been in African soil. I don't want to call the name of the country. Many of you that are observant to understand. And there are so many pressure. There are so many pressure because the man has lost everything. So what is the need of staying every time broadcasting? Many of you can remember he said, I am going back very soon. I am going back very soon. I will be at home very soon. And some started, though people that were observant have been calling me. He's not at home yet. So he said he'll be at home. Now he's at home. So what you have to do, the message, what he expects from you people is to just be what? Strong. Very simple. Your task is very simple. Your task is not hard, so much hard. He don't want to put your life in danger anymore. You have known that peaceful protest doesn't work. If it was before, he will first of all tweet and tell you, I will be so time or they have arrested me. Check his tweet. You see when he stops tweeting. He don't want to, he know that the things have changed. And that is why during the time of his command, before was when we want to do Remembrance Day of our heroes, our fallen heroes. You know, we go out to protest. But when we realize that when we go out to protest, what we get is killing. And we now change the method and saying stay at home. The same way he don't want you to come out again to start protesting. Like I said, we have to put our ear on ground to see how it unfolds. The next court sitting is on 26th of July. That is next month, 26th. That is the next hearing. And they are telling you people that they are working with the Interpol. They want to tell you people that, in fact, to Nigerian government as it stands now, to them, it seems as if the economy is working. The security is not tight. The security are working. No more kidnapping. No more Fulani slaughtering. No more grazing. All these people saying they want to graze. They want a land for grazing. They want to divert many people's attention to feel that the security is not working. I tell you, the security is worse now than ever. I know they know who they are holding, and that is why they try as much as they could not to allow him to appear before the camera. They struggle to bring him in the camera. They struggle. They try to, cover up so that they will not see him. But they know the kind of person that they are holding as he stands now, and they know that this is not the time of ranting. At least some mercenaries are now on ground, and he have already done his job. He have done his job before going back home. He have watered the soil. He have made us to understand that no matter what happened, we keep on holding on to that. What is that? Freedom is now or never. Is either we get this freedom now or we don't get it at all in this our lifetime. But I tell you, we have sacrificed a lot that to go back is not possible. A lot of people have gone for this struggle. And believe you me, I don't know what is interesting in your own lifetime. For me, life has no meaning to me. And any day it happens that we have to join the race. No matter where it is, we have no choice, because the time of wailing has gone. I don't want many of you to be wailing. It's not time of wailing. Crying is for religious people. If you want to lose hope, if you want to feel empty within you, you are not part of us. You must be strong. You must be strong more than now than never. The time of you to be strong is now. And that is why I told you people, you can hold the messenger. The message is everywhere. The message has even gotten to those that doesn't even deserve to hear it. So that is why we need to buckle up. I have a message for you. Like I said, I'm not supposed to come online today. I don't supposed to come online. I normally come online 2 days interval, but they said necessity is the mother of invention. I come out to tell you that you don't have to lose hope. I come out to tell you that the struggle is on. I come out to tell you that what you don't know is bigger than you. But I'm not blaming you. You are sort of, feeling a kind of bad or sad. It shows that you are concerned. It shows that you are part of the struggle. But it doesn't make you a core hard freedom fighter. It may say, okay, a struggle, a hardened one. What should be going on in your mind now? What is going on? What is going on? Enyinaya Baribe life is in danger. And the Enyinaya Baribe signed a shortcut to this man. And they have been threatening his life, that they want to take his life. And a lot of things has been going on. And this man said last month ago that he's going home. He's going home. He has no choice other than to go home. He gave you people that into religion quotation or whatever. I think is it fasting or whatever prayer to be doing. I don't know. I don't know whether people are still doing it. I am going to replay his last broadcast. I want you to pay attention to the last broadcast before he departs the journey, before you embark on the journey to go, because he has no choice anymore. He have done what he's supposed to do, and the pressure is for him to do what he promised to do, and that journey has started. He has been there, but they try to deceive many of you that they collaborate with British Interpol, and I want you to remove that from your mind. It doesn't happen like that. Let's go to this broadcast. This is the last broadcast of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before he departs for the journey to meet those that have been telling him to come back home. Now he's at home. Instead of you to tell the people the truth, you are not saying you collide. If you see how they are bragging, we work with Interpol. We make sure that we bring him back to come and they continue his trial. Don't worry, very soon you hear how it happened. Let's go. This is the last broadcast of our leader.
This very person is telling us, therefore, we are going to die en masse, and we are going to take them with us. By the time the slaughter happens, it will be so intense that you see that CNN, they'll come to Biafra to cover this very war. That is about to happen. You see,
you read Bible, brother. Many of you read Bible. And many of you say that Jesus Christ did what? He said God said God use no, not Jesus Christ. I'm not into Bible. Abraham. Okay, Jesus Christ. Let's go with Jesus Christ. He's only begotten son to save the generation. This man, he have a mission. I tell you, this man have a mission. And Nigerian government no. I want to bring you NTA commentary about this man. They said they know who they are holding, and that's why they are very, very careful as he stands now. They are very, very careful. For somebody to come and hand himself to you people, they are now very careful in treating it. So if at all is British, it will have no sense. British is not Nigeria. I know many people would talk that yes, because he have been saying bad about them. No, that's the freedom of speech in England. They are the most civilized. I know they are sucking us dry, but I tell you, if it is the British that is doing this, I tell you, many of us will know long time ago. He would have even tell you, look at what is going, because he's not running anywhere. If British want to get you, they will get you within one day. You don't run anywhere. It's not Nigeria that say Boko Haram is inside Sambisa forest and they will be looking for the Chibok girls for how many years? No, it is not British. I just want you to have in mind, it's not British. And this man has been in Nigeria for a longer time now. That is why they came out to tell you they put 200 million on his head. That anybody that can bring him healthy and alive. You remember that broadcast of this Fulani Janjaweed? They knew, because they are the one that controlling Nigeria. They know that that man is on ground. And they know that he's in DSS custody. It's not today. He has been there since how many weeks ago? But it's now they try to bring it out, because they cannot repatriate somebody and make open the court of law to come there. Today is the proceeding. They started today. They knew this man has been in Nigeria for how many weeks now, and that is why those people that call themselves the Fulani, what they said is the 74, is it 74 group, the one that said they place 1,000, is it 1 million, 100 million dollar or 100 million naira on the head of our leader. If you remember what they said, we don't want him dead. We don't want him injured. We want him healthy and alive. And as they are saying it, they are smiling. Go back and recheck that broadcast. So this man has been there, and it's only the cabals that knew that he has been around. So they try to see how they can, you know, relate to the citizen. They told you people that they brought him yesterday, being Sunday, and that today they are being Monday. Sorry, Sunday they brought him, and today they arraigned him to court. The man has been there for long. He has been there. I don't want to say it. In due time, many of you will know how it happened. But I just want to tell you, he has nothing, no hand. No hands whatsoever with the British government. If the British government want to get Nnamdi Kanu, it's not today. They would have done it long time ago. They don't have a business with him. And Nigerian government, I don't know. They need to be very careful. And I think they are careful. They are careful. This time around, I tell you, they are careful. They are careful. They tried. If it was before, it's everywhere. The video will be everywhere. The video will be everywhere. You know, to tell you that look at him, we are getting him. Can you believe that this man, the Nigerian government will go and get him with the help of the British and brought him back to Nigeria, and they didn't do any video for the first day to show you how they are working? No. They are trailing with caution. They are very, very careful this time around. They don't want to do the mistake they did in the first place. And they don't want to, drag him anyhow. And that is why they went to the court to get a court permit. What they did today is to grant a court permit to detain him. If it was before, they don't need any court permit. So they are very, very careful now. For this man, it's just like somebody you have been looking for. The person say, okay, look at me, you have been looking for me. You can now take me. They are very careful, I tell you. But the only message he said I should tell you throughout all his journey is for us to be resolute. And let's continue with what I'm playing. This is the last broadcast.
And then all of them running away from Biafra, they will cover it by force, because we are going to kill every Nigerian soldier on Biafran soil will die. God is my witness. And I will lead this very army myself.
Are you going to, he said he will lead. He said he will lead the army by himself. Is he going to lead in London? This is his last broadcast. Is he going to lead from Israel or from America? He's going to lead on ground. Leading does not mean that he will be in the war front. He may be the reason. He may be the main reason. So I want you to take this message. Very simple. I don't want to make it I don't want to call. I don't need a call. If you want to call me, maybe after the broadcast. This doesn't demand for calling. The message is very simple. Try to be consistency, resoluteness, and determined. The journey, the fight you are fighting is a just cause. Self-determination. Self-determination, whether it's enshrined in any United Nations, whatever. Naturally, self-determination is a right of a human. I say naturally. Even in your family, everybody is struggling. It's a self-determination. So the message is very simple. I go to it again. He said he will lead the army. You people are saying you are spiritual. Those that read Bible say you are spiritual. When somebody say he will lead, it does not mean that he will be in the forefront carrying gun as the army. No. Leading means something. It means so many things. Interpret it in your own way. You understand? Let's go. Let's go. This is his last broadcast. Before he now embark on the journey to the African soil, where he now finally stormed Nigeria to hand himself over to the Nigerian government. But they came and tell their citizen that they extradite him. They work together. Oh, Nigeria. I don't know. Let's listen.
People are dying every day. Are we better than them? Those who are dying, are we better than them?
I don't know, sir.
We must develop the mindset of the Afghanis to die on your feet. You live for 1,000 years on your knees, as most of them are doing without even knowing it, or you die on your feet. The devil's alternative. Whichever option we choose, men are going to die. Which one do you prefer? Are we going to fight and die like men, or are we going to submit to a lie for Allahu Akbar? It's entirely up to you. The time is now because the enemies, they have come. I didn't say they are coming, they have not come into our land. And as I promised them, if God is on our side, which I know He is on our side, this army of Nigeria will die in Biafra land. That is how God intended it to happen. Many of us are going to die, and I'm believing it myself, mind you. Many of us are going to die, but Biafra is going to come.
He said you are going to lead it by yourself. He will lead it by himself, and that leading is what he went to. This man loves his people so much. He may not understand the kind of love that come out from this man to us. The same way I have that love over IPOB members. I tell you, if it is within my means to help everybody to come out from this mess we are into, I will do it. If I tell you what runs in my mind every day I'm sleeping, you will not understand it. I am not human anymore. The person I'm staying in the house, sometimes he don't even come closer to me, because he know what is going on in my head. Some crazy things goes on in my head that I just want to keep it to myself. I have no business with anybody. I have no business whatsoever with anybody. It's only me that I have business with, and it's only me that know what is running on in my head. This man, I repeat, he said he will lead it himself. So I want you to calm down, relax your mind. If you are despair, give yourself a smile on the face. The smile you are giving yourself does not mean that you are joking with the struggle. Give yourself a smile. Give yourself a courage to continue. Don't lose hope. All of us are in this mess. And we must come out. Either we come out totally or we remain slave forever. Let me go back to it again. I think I have to leave it for like 5 minutes. But this place is very important for you, and that is why I replay this segment. This is his last broadcast before he left. Before he embarked on the journey from Africa to another African country, from one African country to another African country before he landed. It's not easy, because he is more concerned that he get himself home safely, and as God may have it, he have arrived. And let's just see how it goes. Let's pay attention.
I didn't say they are coming, they have not come into our land. And as I promised them, if God is on our side, which I know He is on our side, this army of Nigeria will die in Biafra land. That is how God intended it to happen. Many of us are going to die, and I'm believing it myself, mind you. Many of us are going to die, but Biafra is going to come, and everything called Nigeria will perish in Biafra land. The world must be prepared for what is to come. We are not going to be slaves in our land. I want to let Katuna Lang, the UK government, to understand this. That we have chosen the path of death than to submit to the will of the Fulani Caliphate. Death is better for us. People are dying every day. Are they not human beings?
I don't know.
People are dying every day. Are we better than them? Those who are dying, are we better than them? We must develop the mindset of the Afghanis. That is why Afghanistan cannot be taken. It doesn't matter the firepower you have. NATO is in Afghanistan, and they're taking Afghanistan. The answer is no. You are coming to kill us, but we are also going to die together in the land of Biafra. Let anybody say I did not warn them, because things are going to start happening in the next 14 days. When it starts happening, the Fulanis may talk and yap and write their rubbish. But now that the Fulanis are kidnapping our people, disappearing us.
Next 14 days. He did this broadcast on 16th. Of this month, 2021, and he says something is going to start happening from 14 days. And when you add 16 plus 14, what do you get? You get 30 days. 16 is when he had this broadcast, and he said from 14 days after this is that is tomorrow, virtually tomorrow. That is 30 days, as he said. Yes, let's go.
People in clothes. Nobody's talking. We must make our land impregnable for them. And that will involve a lot of destruction. I'm saying it live on air so that all of you will understand. To slow the advance down, we need to destroy a lot of things.
Joy, I understand.
We must destroy a lot of things. That is how all of you will come to your senses to understand that we are in a state of war. They want to circle us. They are using the flavors amongst us to try to be, assuaging your, should I say, your bruised egos, all of you, writing no rubbish about one Nigeria. From next 2 weeks, we are going to start dying for what we believe in. Not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. We are going to die en masse, and we are going to take them with us. By the time the slaughter happens, it will be so intense that you see that CNN, they'll come to Biafra to cover this very war. That is about to happen.
This man is going for sacrifice. This man is going home for sacrificing. Do you understand it? You understand it now. You understand it. You understand it. And I hope you get the message. Don't bother about people commenting. Don't reply them. Allow them. It's normal. It's normal. They are here to learn. And they are here to. I have a lot of people calling me today, both ex-soldiers, both the one that say they are soldiers. They are trying. What do we do now? What do I say? Relax. You are not the one. You don't. Me myself. If I tell you that I know anything about the military aspect, I'm lying. I cannot come here to lie to you people. For what? The man that is doing things know himself, and we believe in him. We believe in him. He said it. He said from 2 weeks. That is why he want to start it. I think he want to start it. But all his plan is what I don't know. But what I know is that he handed himself over. That's why. That is
how all of you will come to your senses to understand that we are in a state of war. They want to circle us. They are using the flavors amongst us to try to be, assuaging your, should I say, your bruised egos, all of you, writing no rubbish about one Nigeria. From next 2 weeks, we are going to start dying for what we believe in. Not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. We are going to die en masse, and we are going to take them with us. By the time the slaughter happens, it will be so intense that you see that CNN, they'll come to Biafra to cover this very war. That is about to happen. You see CNN, all of them running away from Biafra, they will cover it by force, because we are going to kill every Nigerian soldier on Biafran soil will die. God is my witness.
You've been here today.
And I will lead this very army myself.
So what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
The UK to understand that we have chosen to die than be slaves. When it starts happening, the Filipinos may talk and yap and write their rubbish. But now that the Fulanis are kidnapping our people, disappearing us, killing people in truckloads, nobody is talking. We must make our land impregnable for them. And that will involve a lot of destruction. I'm saying it live on air so that all of you will understand. To slow the advance down, we need to destroy a lot of things. We must destroy a lot of things. That is how all of you will come to your senses to understand that we are in a state of war.
We are at war. We are at war.
They want to circle us.
Autumn has
They are using the flavors amongst us to try to be, assuaging your, should I say, your bruised egos, all of you, writing no rubbish about one Nigeria.
They are careful.
From next 2 weeks, we are going to start dying for what we believe in.
For what we believe in.
Not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. We are going to die en masse, and we are going to take them with us. By the time the slaughter happens, it will be so intense that you see that CNN, they'll come to Biafra to cover this very war. That is about to happen. You see CNN, all of them running away from Biafra, they will cover it by force, because we are going to kill every Nigerian soldier on Biafran soil will die. God is my witness. And I will lead this very army myself. I want the UK to understand that we have chosen to die than be slaves. At the end of this newly declared war against Biafrans, many of us will perish, but out of these very ruins, Biafra is going to rise up again to the eternal glory of Chukwuka in heaven, that his will may be done on earth as it is in heaven. I want them to understand. Let it not be tomorrow. People say, oh, but the suicide bombing is not part of our nature. It's not our life. It's not our culture. Now, that's Fulani are there.
Did you hear it now? Do you understand what is to come? Do you understand what is to come? Do you understand what is to come if anything happened to this man? Do you understand what is to come if they said they have judged the case and they don't want to do it the way it's supposed to be? Do you understand what is to come? A lot of people have been built up to something else. I tell you. Let us put our ear on ground. It's gonna be terrible, I tell you. Unless maybe the Nigerian government will be very smart. I think they will be smart this time. All those coming out here to be laughing. I don't know. I don't know how we welcome them at last. Maybe we will forgive them for those that are saying forgiveness is in the dictionary. Let's go.
To die with them. We are Biafrans, as they will say, being a Liverpool fan. What we do in life echo in history, as they sing. What you achieve in life will echo because it's appointed unto man to die only but once. Earlier I was mentioning Mandela, I mentioned George Washington, I mentioned Oliver Cromwell, I mentioned Mugabe, I don't even know if I mentioned Castro or not. So all these were called terrorists. They are all dead, but they are immortal because we still mention them till this very day. We crave immortality, and in 14 days it will start.
14 days. 14.
Don't say I did not warn you, please.
14 days.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
14 days.
Fulani brought war to our land. All we asked them to do was to leave our forest and go and live in the township, rent a house and live in the town, bring down your nama, sell it, and do whatever you want to do with it. You cannot stay in our forest. You cannot stay there. If you stay there, you will die. That is the only crime that Eastern Security Network committed. Nobody can tell us today if their mosque has been bombed by ESN or any church or any village or anyone, nothing. So these people you're calling terrorists, what is their crime? Because they said that we cannot take over their land. That is the crime of ESN and IPOB by extension. As I told you a few weeks ago, the Janjaweed have opened the floodgates of hell. And unto thy hands, O Elohim, we commit our spirit.
I tell you.
As they will say in one very popular movie, those of us who are about to die, we salute you.
Aye.
Because the land of Biafra will be defended.
Aye. Something is about to come. I understand.
With the blood of anything that moves. Rather than the Fulani to take over Biafra land, there will be no living organism in that very place. I am warning every traditional ruler, every governor, every senator to understand what I'm saying this night and take it on board. And do not quote me out of context. If you want to be a Fulani slave, go to the Middle Belt and join them there. All of you can be slaves to one Nigeria. It's your business. You say the land of Biafra, we cannot surrender to anyone. Now, I don't want anybody to lament. Oh, they have killed us here. Don't stop lamentation.
Do you hear it now? This is the part I want to stop. This particular part is what I want you to take home as a message. Don't lament. Don't lament. You know within yourself that what you are fighting is a just cause. Even though you have been labeled terrorists only in Nigeria. But what we are fighting is a just cause. And that's why he said, don't lament. Don't lament. If you know what to do, you do it. If you know that job, no matter how little, no matter if it is just that you are hurt as you have been supporting this struggle, don't lose hope. This point is the point I am gonna stop. This is I want to repeat it again. Is when he's consoling many of you. Don't lament. That is the message I bring to you today. Don't lament.
And we commit our spirit. As they will say in one very popular movie, those of us who are about to die, we salute you. Because the land of Biafra will be defended. with the blood of anything that moves. Rather than the Fulani to take over Biafra land, there will be no living organism in that very place. I am warning every traditional ruler, every governor, every senator to understand what I'm saying this night and take it on board. And do not quote me out of context. If you want to be a Fulani slave, go to the Middle Belt and join them there. All of you can be slaves to one Nigeria. It's your business. You say the land of Biafra, we cannot surrender to anyone. Now, I don't want anybody to lament. Oh, they have killed us here. Don't stop lamentation. All we need is action.
Correct.
Not Rambo style action. If you want to know how Britain ran away from Israel, go and read the book. Just Google it and say, how was it possible that the state of Israel was established despite hostilities from everywhere, surrounded by enemies? But they still succeeded because they blew them out of Palestine. Or they call it Palestine, which was a name, just as they're calling us now, Southeast. They don't want to call us our name Biafra. After the Romans took over the Holy Land, they named it Palestine because they said that the Jews were too stubborn. They raised the name Israel and called the place Palestine. That's what they do. Because when somebody wants to completely overwhelm you, they change your identity for you. And if you're a very stupid black person, as most of us are, of course, in Africa, you swallow your new name, hook, line, and sinker. Israel was named Palestine by the Romans that came and burnt the temple down because of rebellion. That they were too rebellious. The same thing they tried to do to us. We must be very, very strong. Go and ask them how they did it. They blew them away from there. Not all this Rambo on the road. Every road leading into Biafra land will be mined. Everything that is Nigerian, whatever police or army that steps on our road will blow it to their kingdom come. Very neat and simple. And I will make a cowboy and Rambo. We don't need that rubbish. We destroy everything destroyable. We need to force them. I said before, when we drive away the Fulani terrorists from our bushes, they will bring in their army. We will kill their army, they will start throwing bombs from the air. After that, they will leave us alone. I'm telling you, you mark my word, that's how it's going to happen. When I told you that we will defeat Mietiala, did you believe me? When I said we will drive away Mietiala from our land, did you believe me? We did it without the help of any governor, no politician, nobody. This great family, this IPOB, Chineke Goziun, Ndioma, Chineke. We are dying, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least we are dying for what we... How about those being killed by Fulani Janjaweed in the Middle Belt? They died for nothing. They're not fighting for anything. They're not fighting for the independence. Nothing. They're just in the farm and they're killed. For you to die in the cause of defending your country, your nation, is the greatest accolade anyone can have in this life. You must understand that. From today, we must stop lamenting on social media and engage ourselves in activities that will slow down the enemy.
Thank you very much for giving us such advice. You must stop lamenting. Good thing today, I am seeing Fulani herdsmen for the first time in my broadcast. I see Ile Ibinu, they are normal. Ile Ibinu is normal. Their own is not new. Like I said, I brought you this message. I don't even expect to be so long in this way, but I'm going to roll down now. And you know how I always end my program. Today I just came out to replay what has happened, to tell you a glimpse, to give you a glimpse of iceberg, for you to know that this traveling home, he went back home, is prepared. He went back home and he knew he's going back home. He will have planned everything on going back home, because he cannot be talking there and Biafra will be somewhere there, they are molesting them. It's because of him. And the Nigerian government are very, very careful. I tell you, they are extremely careful this time around. I am telling you from what, just go and watch AIT. That's why I started, I started this broadcast with my normal program that I used to display some videos. Before I now saw that I cannot, I've been restricted from that particular app. I don't know why. I wanted to bring you the conversation of AIT with one man. You know, he's talking about the way they will treat him. They will be very, very careful because Nnamdi Kanu is a person of high profile. Many of you, that many person here that are watching, or maybe or Fulani, they can slaughter your father or your mother anyhow like a cow without even looking back. The person they are holding is not only a man of his people, but is a man of international world. All eyes on them to see what they are going to do with the man. They are not sleeping. And nobody is hoping on them anymore. We are not hoping on them, but I'm just trying to let you know that they are very, very careful. They are very careful in dealing with him. Now I knew the reason why ESN was created. I knew the reason why it was created, and we must continue. We must continue. Like I said, I am going to roll down now. The message is very simple. Do you know the message? Stop lamenting. Stop wailing. Stop crying unnecessarily. If you know what to do, how little it is, support in whichever way, morally, financially, otherwise, being steadfast, being focused, being consistency, being resolute, being bravely, and in all, remembering that Biafra is our religion. And you know what it means? Something is our religion. You know how fragile you pamper it. We can never relent. If it's somebody that puts you in to join this struggle, I'm very sorry for you. I'm very sorry. I cannot help it. But we that join this struggle, without nobody convincing us, we are not shaking. We will continue doing it the way it is. He have messengers everywhere. The message is everywhere. The man that was pregnant since 2012 have given birth to so many children everywhere. I tell you, we will continue. As daft as they may be, they think as the man have handed himself over to them that everything has ended. No, that's the reason why he handed himself over to them. And I tell you, put your ear on ground. Before 26th, you will hear the message. I have to greet you. For those that are with me, I cannot start calling names. I have a lot of people here today with me. Even the enemies. A lot of enemies are here to see that they want to see us wailing. They never knew that we are past the stage of wailing. We are past the stage of crying. What are we crying for? What are you crying for? Who are you crying for? You know, the man that you people want to be crying for have lost his parents. The two parents has gone. And so he knew that he's going back. He knew. He's one saboteur. One saboteur that knew that this man is Africa. I was a little bit uncomfortable when I hear it from him on his program. Many of you may know who I'm talking. I don't want to mention them. He's the one that made mention of it, I think, last 2 weeks. I say, who let this guy know that this guy is in Africa? But no matter what happened, we will see the end of the journey. I think we must continue. Nnamdi Kanu is not how will I say? Anyway, it's like God to so many people. Nigerian government now, to them, they have solved the whole problem of Nigeria. They have solved the problem of kidnapping. They have solved the problem of mandatory. They have solved the problem of Boko Haram. They have solved the problem of economy. The problem of job opportunity of job have been created. To them now, you will see they will put it in one of their achievements. They got Nnamdi Kanu as a APC achievement before they are leaving office very soon. And I tell you, but we must continue. So the message is a good one. It's a good news for us. It's a good news for us, so that let us get it a little bit tough. You know, whenever is if you want to know how tough journey is, because I said before, any journey that has no obstacle, run away. Every journey that will lead you to progress, that will lead you to success, there must be so many obstacles on the way. And now we are in one of the obstacles, and we'll see how it goes. So I want to end this program with my brother and father at the same time. Those who know how to gossip, please keep on gossiping. Keep on gossiping. I am signing out from the beautiful city of Vienna, Austria to be precise. Austria to be precise. And I think I have a brother here. I don't know whether I should play this brother music before I go.
Great Biafrans around the world, wherever you are. From me, from here, it is good afternoon. Because of your own time zone, I said to you, good morning, good evening, and good night to so many of you, depending on your location. Great Biafrans, I am here this hour to announce to you to rejoice that at that waiting hour, that long waiting hour of freedom of Black African race has finally come. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have really shown the genuine love that no man on this generation or generation of our forefather has not ever been able or read in a history display. I thank him so much, and I thank his lovely wife and his entire family, because as behind every successful man, there must be a woman. Behind every successful woman on earth, there must be a sensible man, because not all men are sensible. I seriously, from my bottom of my heart, I thank him a lot. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has displayed is what known since I was born to this time of my age. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have displayed is what no preacher of any gospel of Jesus Christ could ever do. Man is honored by his own word, not by the action of his own word, not by speaking and speaking years to years, months to months, weeks to week. When you talk about love, love is very easy language to utter out from anyone's mouth. But the action of love is what always become difficult for any man to display. Today, my respect, my loyalty, and my formidability on this struggle increases more than ever before. I say more than ever before. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have shown the world what it takes to be a man. And like I always say, there is men, there is also man. Men are everywhere. Men are scattered everywhere. But to filter out the real man is what is always difficult. But I am very joyful in my heart. I'm very hard. My heart is completely excited that a man like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happened to manifest this kind of love at my time, at my own generation. And I must advise the generation of this hour, of this era, to learn something that they will pass on to their children. Because we are busy learning something that we have to pass on to other ones that are coming behind us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a great man. A man who is indeed honor his own word.
Exclusive from Just.
Is a man who have chosen to honor his own word without fear or without strength of any threat. The Nigeria government, who their Attorney General speedily come online to say that our leader was arrested. Our leader wasn't arrested. Our leader wasn't arrested. Nigeria government, they are in this character I call a coward, and the character of this lies is always in them. You can never, Nigeria government can never speak truth until this war comes to an end. Our leader wasn't arrested. Our leader come to prove to them that there is no man in Nigeria, as far as Nigeria is concerned, because whatever God have caused, I want to teach you something today. When God lay curse on any place, it is you that God have appointed to facilitate the destruction of that place, that will help. You know, somebody may say you cannot help God. Now I want to remind you, if Joshua did not encourage the people of Israel by his action, despite the giant that he saw in the land when he went to spy, did you think that God will help the Israel to regain their freedom? The answer is no. So that's why sometimes when somebody says you cannot help God, yes, of course we cannot help God, but we can help ourselves to facilitate the prophecy of our blessing. Not by helping God. You help yourself by facilitating the prophecy of your blessing. That is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done. There is something we must understand in this issue. The world is watching, and the world today have also noted down one senseless and one idiotic character of the state of Nigeria, because he stepped in to destroy their terrorist government more and more internationally. And this Nigeria government that I know that they are always senseless in their action, stupidly broadcasting the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the area they have shot themselves on the foot, because you don't arrest a man who decided to say, what is it that you say you have with me? Okay, you are president who you are personating around the world, cannot come closer to the people he said is the president of these people. He cannot come to the media and hold a media conference. Now I want to ask Nigerians, if Buhari is alive, is he not your president? At least case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the case of any minister. He has gone beyond a capacity of any minister. If Buhari is around, is still alive, as Olusegun Obasanjo shamelessly claimed that how can Buhari die that him, Olusegun Obasanjo, didn't know. Of course, he knew that Buhari have died. But there is a game, this Califarian game, Caliphate game want to be. Nigeria is the headquarters of all dangerous courts all around the world. So the world courtists, they are fighting this fight to keep Nigeria so that they will have a safe haven. Nigeria is the safe haven of all occultic you can ever describe in this world. Nigeria give them the material which they need. And those material, because we don't have a human database. So Nigeria have become their headquarters where they harvest human beings for their activities. So this is what I want to open every youth eyes to know today. This is why the forces of evil is focusing in Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wasn't arrested. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu walked down by himself. Because we cannot afford to be talking while the children we are talking because of them, while the politicians and their religious leaders and their traditional rulers are busy slaughtering these children. That is why he decided to come down himself and confront that fucking devil who says that any child from Africa will not amount to anything. Then we have come to prove to the world that every child of black African race will amount to something. We are going to enforce that law that will make every African look equal, like the way it is here in abroad. Everybody is equal in abroad. When it comes to constitution, when it comes to law, you are equal. You are not above anybody. Even a homeless man in the street, you cannot go out here now and kick a homeless man on a foot right here down my area here. There is a place where at this time you see them, they gather there. You cannot dare, you don't dare you go there and kick anyone. If camera captured you, you will see that man in a court standing with you. No matter amount you have, no matter whatever your title you are carrying, even more title you have, more recognized you have in society, in such case, more harm you have done to yourself. It is better you are more even poorer than that homeless man that you kick on the foot. Because if you are richer than, if you are somehow presentable, then you will hear from the government. That is what you call giving everybody equal right. You see, I don't want to see people who are panicking, who does not understand this struggle. Everybody keep calm, go to your coordinators. All our coordinators around the world, they understand what is going on. We know what we are doing. And our leader is a man of honor. He knows what we are here for. We are not here for any delay of any game. We are here to play the real game of freedom. Because everything in this world, your religion, you are believing, is what it is also a game. It depends on how you play the game. Either you play the game sincerely or you play the game, fraudulently. We have come to play the game sincerely, with honesty. Then I am happy today that the Nigerian government did not fall our hand by not acting stupidly the way they used to act. Because there is something that I said, if he went down without any arrest, that means the freedom of those children which their heart is yearning for freedom will look so slow. But I am very happy today that then also acted the way that all the whole world was expecting them to act. Because we are waiting for them to act stupidly, like, you know, stupidity is a second name, is a surname of Nigeria. Because every Nigeria statesman, according to them, they are all ignorant. These men are men of analog. Not being men of analog, but men that are so senseless in their action, in their thinking. Because it seems that the courts which they roll themselves stupidly into always take away their brain. Watch out. No Nigeria, you can see a man now who is very, very sensible when he is not in politics of Nigeria. But the moment that man join any political party in Nigeria or join Nigeria politics, his brain will go off him. I know somebody like now, good example is Peter Obi. I have known the history of Peter Obi, a man who is well studied, a man who is, his standard of education is something that need to be, you know, that somebody need to be proud of. But look at him in Nigeria politics. Look at him where he finds himself. He becomes senseless like Funanes. Look at Ebere Jonathan. Ebere Jonathan is a man that if it is here, if it is in this side of the world where we do, where we live, Ebere Jonathan, you will see what they call a quality man in politics. But because of there is this evil activation concerning Nigeria corridor of power, anybody who enters there, you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as intelligent as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, as boldly as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu entered Nigeria politics, he will become God. He will immediately go into his brain and take every gift of intelligence, every gift of understanding, every gift of wisdom that he placed in him, and he will move it away. And God will leave him with that Fulani mentality. This is what I will tell the whole world. So this is what we have decided, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have proved to the world. He have proved to Biafrans. He have proved to the Duduas. He have proved to every black African person that this time around, a man like him can be found in this world. A man like him can be found in this world again. And this lifts my spirit. I am very, very happy. I am very, very strong. And I am urging every IPOB member, wherever you are, this is the time to wait for that answer of that freedom. The answer of the freedom has come, has finally come. We pray that Nigeria government increases their bullying. You know, there is something that we want to let the world know from them. And today they have fallen into that trap. The trap was set. Then foolishly enter into the trap. Because somebody like me, I was afraid that somebody will advise them, or somebody will somehow dish out that secret, so that when he come in, they will not go closer to him. Then now they will begin to say, okay, we are here, you are around, you are this, come up, let us talk. Let us talk. We don't need to talk with terrorists. We don't negotiate with that. I've said this time with a number. We are not going to negotiate with terrorists. Nigeria government is a terrorist organization. So we are not going to bow to negotiate with any terrorist. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is available there to do is to finalize and couple the freedom of everyone in Nigeria who is suffering, who is not enjoying 24 hours electricity, who that police officer who is not enjoying the salary that he need to enjoy as a police officer, that police officer who have never enjoyed the government that he served, except by going out of the streets to insult himself by receiving a roadside bribe. We want a nation where a police officer will be proud of his and her salary. That when you offer him or her bribe, he will look at your face and say, no, what is this money for? That is our dream ahead. So I thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so greatly. I thank his wife who allowed this sacrifice to facilitate our freedom. I thank his entire family, and I thank IPOB hierarchies who have made all this possible. I thank everybody. I thank everyone, both those visible and invisible in this struggle. I say, may God of heaven, may God of Chukokikabiama, God of Inri, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, may that God keep us strong. And in a couple of days to come, every man should have something in his or her mindset. Our freedom is coming. And when freedom is at corner, one thing you should know, you have to equip yourself. You have to be very, very equipped. Self-equipped is very, very needed. Because so many enemies may not want you to walk into that land which you are hoping for. I want to advise every youth from now, every youth in Biafra land. In fact, every youth of Yoruba, wherever you are you in Oyo State? Are you in Ekiti State? Are you in Ogun State? Are you in Lagos State? If you know you are a youth and you have a desire to live, to see another Africa time to come. What I mean, Africa time to come. Africa where everybody will be rushing in to secure a visa to come. Disease from night movement. Because I want to tell you something. For Nnamdi Kanu now, for the arrival of Nnamdi Kanu and their stupid act, they know that they have lost every opportunity that they are bribing the world for. They have lost it totally. They have lost it totally. And a man who lost battle will always want to ravage the background of that battlefield. Be very careful. I am dropping this word. No way, I'm not everything that I will say on camera. Funanis, they will not live without leaving something, a record down. Because Funanis, they are leaving your territory. Yorubas, Funanis will leave your territory. The hour they will leave their territory has come. The youth in the east, Funanis, they will leave our territory in a couple days to come. The same thing, Middle Belt, Funanis, they are leaving. And before they will leave, believe me, they will do something. So every youth should go and equip themselves. Be ready. Days ahead, we don't want to hear anybody lament. We don't want to hear any human being lament. And every IPOB member, if you know that you are in this struggle, now, and you have seen the demonstration of our leader, you have seen what they call a man with heart of freedom. Have you seen it? So you have seen what they call a man with heart of freedom. So what you are learning today is what you are going to drop for your children. So you will not be selfish as our mentality was. As our mentality was then, myself. There is no people myself have helped. Myself does not help anybody. Let me tell you the gospel truth. Some apostles, some pastors, some evangelists may tell you, face yourself. When you face yourself, it did not tackle the challenges of your brothers in your family. Their problems still remain there. Their problems still remain heavily there. So what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done is what I know. There is no man of God, no matter how prophetic he is gifted, no matter how anointed he is, can do in this time around. Nobody on earth is not challengeable, is not disputable. Nobody on earth, no man on earth this time around can do what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done. We are marching forward. Our freedom has finally come. This is what I want to tell all Biafrans, wherever you are. Everybody, the hour is now. The hour is now. The hour is now. I am not in this camera to tell you all things. The hour is now. The hour is now. The military presence since yesterday night in the eastern region is nothing but laughable. It's laughable. You know, there's one thing these criminals always think. You see, Nigeria politicians and their Fulani terrorist colleagues, there's something they are always think. They think that this fight is for Eastern fight. The fight we are fighting is fight of liberation of everybody, both those who want the freedom and those who does not want the freedom. The freedom will be given to them. Then if they don't want to enjoy the package of freedom that is coming, then they can relocate. Someone can choose to remain in a king's house. Others can choose to remain anywhere they want in the world. This is what it is. So we are winning. We are winning. We are in the final stage of Biafra freedom. Our Excellency, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done it again. He has truly done it again. He has truly done it again. That is to show you that any man who feel that he can stand the shoe of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let that man come forward. On this surface earth, both white, both black, on this surface of this earth we are today. On this surface of this earth we are today, let that man come forward. Let that man come forward. If you come forward, you display the love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have displayed. You show that sincerity without any fear or favor he have showed. You show the boldness of God, which God said, be bold, be courageous. You show that courageousness, then come forward. Come forward and give me, name one man on this earth. Name the man on earth, from east to south, from south to west, from west to north. Name the one man. I am challenging. I am not talking about Africa. Name the man. Just name one man. Name one man who you may call your mentor in life. Name that man. Then I will tell you that you and that man does not even match the sole of the feet of Mazi Nnamdi shoe. That is it. So we remain focused, we remain struggle, we remain very, very strong on this struggle. This is the time we buckle up and do the needful. Our freedom has finally come, and I am very, very glad. I am very, very happy today what Nigeria government have displayed. They have shown the world that they will never learn. You know, one thing I always tell people, on this earth we are today, this generation we are, I say Nigeria and their politicians and their religious leaders, they are on divine course. You know, when God calls people, it is called a divine cause, and nobody can lose the cause. The people, there is an army that God will appoint to facilitate his action towards that particular cause. Nigeria is under cause, and IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, is the instrument that God wants to use to end that forces of darkness in Africa. Nigeria is where all the forces of darkness assemble themselves. They come in the form of religion, they come in the form of politics, they come in the form of business, they come in the form of all manner of form you can talk about. All the Nigeria, they have used Nigeria as their headquarters. And what we are fighting a fight that a man with ordinary eyes, a man with a carnal mentality can never understand it. A man with a mere carnal mindset can never understand this struggle. And that is how God has made it to be. Our leader have helped us to facilitate our freedom. This is what they call a man that has the heart of sacrifice. A man that has the heart, it's not by speaking. It's not by vomiting it. I have gone to church many years. I have been in Assembly of God so many years. I have been in all manner of crusade so many years. We men have been preaching the word of God, speaking it, but without action. Without action. But on this day, we have testified that yes, there is people who are honored, who choose to honor their own word, like the way, you know, one thing that made God and above every other created thing on earth is that he keeps to his word. God cherishes his word more than himself. That is what is called a man. That is what they call a man. When you cherish your word, when you want to accomplish your word more than yourself, it is called. Remember, he said it. He said, I will come down myself. Biafra will not be declared while I am outside. Did he say it or not? Biafra will not declare when I am outside. I will be around when Biafra will be declared. And nobody arrest him. Nobody can arrest him. Nigeria, as a government, and their ministers and their politicians, their senators, their House of Representative members, their judiciary, they are all coward. They are all coward upon all the millions and billions of dollars they have wasted in doing it. They could not do it where they have run out of cash. The man of honor used his own leg to walk in. What is that? What is that? What is your problem? Tell me that thing that is your problem. I am here. Tell me that thing that is that arrest? Is that arrest? I am asking the world. Is that arrest? You are looking for me. You say you claim to be looking for me. Can you look for a man who have international database? It's just like as I am now. You say you are looking for Lion Man. How are you looking for Lion Man? Somebody who is in international database. Anybody who is in abroad, who is legalized in abroad, go and ask. You have joined international database. So anybody who claims to be looking for you is joking. The only thing you need to do, get the picture of the person and tell the world, this person, I'm looking for him. They will come here, they will knock at my gate. I will go there and open the door for them. What is that? What is this for? What is the proof? Give me the proof. They come, I follow them. That is how it is done. Nobody, Nigeria's government said they declare Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wanted. I was laughing. I said, a man with international database, you declare one, and this man is traveling all over the world that he wants to travel. He is all over the world. Because the world discovered that you are a liar, you are engaged in the terrorist activities. The world said, no, this is the man who want to stop that activity of terrorism in Nigeria. That's why they keep him and say, no, this is the man who want to stop it. You, government of Nigeria, you are sponsoring terror. So the man, at a point of time, when you have claimed that maybe he is outside, so you can continue your nonsense, he decided, okay, let me come. Let me by myself come and meet you so that the world will see. And he fulfilled his word. He decided to come and ask you, what is that your problem? What is that? What is exactly is your problem? I am here. You say you're a man enough. When I tell people, I say, there is no man in Nigeria as I'm concerned. There is no man in Nigeria. There is no man in Nigeria as I, Lion Man, concerned. Because there is actions we need to know man for, not by killing. Killing does not make you to be a man. But in Nigeria, the only thing they know is killing. Killing is is something that make every average Nigerian man claim to be man. When you see a politician in Nigeria say, I'm a man, I'm this, I am that, or you see any man in Nigeria who say I am, just secretly go and ask him, how many people have you killed? That is the only thing they prove, they see as a proof to be a man. That is the only thing they see as a proof to be a man enough. But it's not that way. What makes you a man is the mentality of development you have. Turning desert into a green land, turning that dry land into a water land, trying everything, changing the narrative of the environment is what makes you a man. I thank God for the action of this. God have helped Biafrans and helped IPOB once again by the action, by this senseless action of the zoo. The trap. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a man that God always gives strategy. When he give him strategy, he goes straight to that strategy immediately without wasting of time. Another trap in this 2021. Remember 2021. Remember 2021. Remember what he said 2021 will be. Everybody should go and remember what he said that 2020. Go and play the broadcast of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and listen over again. You will hear something he said about 2021. How is he going to come fastly, if not by going down there to see what is happening, going down there to confront those infidel, those uncircumcised, useless Arab that call themselves Funanis, and their supporters from religion, from tradition, from politics. So the hour has finally come. So I thank every IPOB member for their effort. I thank everybody who make this possible, because very soon, in the months to come, in the weeks to come, those people who have lost hope, especially in that territory called Nigeria, they will know that their future is bright. They will know that they are facing another identity that is their own identity. That Yoruba son and daughter who have been suffering, who graduated without work, who have suffered a lot of intimidation in Nigeria, humiliation in Nigeria, your hour of laughter has come. That hour you are praying for years, my year of laughter, my year of laughter, you will go and embrace your own identity. That identity is where your laughter lies on. You cannot be carrying a false identity and you want to laugh. No. Your hour of laughter has finally come. I thank you all for listening. IPOB Worldwide, I say kudos to us. We are there, and God in heaven is fighting for us. Nothing, not even hair of his head will go off his head in that place. Not even a single hair of his head. Underline my language. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, the leader of African who are testing for freedom. Not even one hair of his head will go off from that place. So those of you who does not understand how this world functions, I will ask you to keep calm while you watch those who understand the system of this world. We understand the system of the world, and we will activate it in a manner that the world will know that Africa indeed is the beginning of the world. How many of you know that the world started from Africa? How many of you know that the beginning of this world began in Africa? How many of you know? You have been going there and there, no history. Words began from Africa, and that light again to restore peace and harmony in this world again. It will also start from Africa, and that journey has begun. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Let everybody go home and eat, drink, rejoice. Even today should be the most rejoiceful day of IPOB all around the world, because something is about to happen. Something is about to happen. Of course, it will happen, because God did not give them the knowledge, the wisdom to dodge what is coming. This one now, they cannot dodge it anymore. This one now that they are in, there is no way of escape. Nigeria can never escape this one. Watch at what economy of Nigeria will be. For those of you now, watch economy of Nigeria. Every economy of Nigeria will be dropping. So I am giving you what is except, and I don't think that God will allow that to happen. Except, then decided to go and ask God, how are we going to manage this man? This man that came that used his own leg to come into our hand. God, what is the way forward? And I know that God will deny all the prophets in Nigeria. He will deny all the apostles in Nigeria. He will deny all the bishops in Nigeria. He will deny them that revelation. I have said it, I have prayed it immediately. I said, God, deny every of them who is one in support of one Nigeria. I said, deny every of them the revelation the way you did it the time of Saul. Because the time of Saul, when God wanted to destroy Saul, he denied all the noticeable prophets. He denied them the revelation to save Saul. Anywhere Saul went to, they will prophesy lie. Anywhere Saul went to, they will prophesy lie. Go in the next couple of weeks, come and see. Come and see their stupidity in utter, how they will be displaying it. God will blind. I have asked God, say, God, blind all of them from A to Z, from north to west, from west to south, everywhere. Blind all of them. Use your hand and channel this course. By the time it is finished, they will only see the result of what you have done. This is what is going to happen. So from me, I say to everybody, may the peace of Elohim be with you all. He said, we are winning. I'm very happy. We are winning. The world we see in the days to come, they will see that, yes, this generation of Biafra are determined for what they believe on. God bless you, and God keep you all.